Let's hope this works. It's going to go live right there when we see it.
Okay, cool.
There we go. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to RVAsec 2022. Chuck Harold, SecurityGuideTV.com. My next guest, what's your name, sir?
I'm Brennan Manion.
With?
I'm with Red Canary.
I love that name, by the way.
What, Brennan Manion or Red Canary?
Well, that's a good name, too. They're both good, actually.
Thanks, Chuck.
Well, I'm in Arizona. We got cardinals, and you rarely see a cardinal.
Oh, yeah.
Right, the solid red. It's a cool bird. It's a good symbol. What do you guys do?
So, when you talk about the name, it's actually pretty cool when you think about it. So, we actually got the name Red Canary from the canary in the coal mines.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, if you think back to it, back in the early 1900s and the 1800s, the coal miners used to take canaries down with them in the mines because they were chirping away. And once a canary stopped chirping, it meant that they had struck toxic gas, and it was time for the coal miners to get out. Yeah. Red Canary is basically the modernized version of that. So
interesting.
We're actually sitting on everyone's machine, anybody running a Mac, Windows, Linux OS, and if we identify a threat, Red Canary is basically taking the fall for them and protecting that environment, identifying the threat, removing it, and keeping them in a healthy, stable state.
Right. So what are you seeing in the industry? You're in a unique position to see what's really happening in real time.
Chuck, I've been on the front lines of selling for about a decade, and I've been in cybersecurity for about 8 years. And at this point in time, I have seen the most confusion of ever across customers.
Oh.
There are so many companies out there that are claiming to do the same thing as everybody else, that they have the secret sauce to never get hacked or not experience a breach, or they'll say, nothing's for sure, but we've got all of these things in place, and this is what you need to really kind of get there.
Nothing's for sure, that's right. Why am I buying it if nothing's for sure?
Absolutely. Yeah. So we're really seeing a lot of confusion in the market, and the customers really going, hey, I just talked to another vendor, a little different logo, their color's blue or yellow or green, and they're saying the exact same things as you. What really is the difference? I'm not sure what to do.
Now that's a really interesting, I've never heard anybody say that. It's buyer confusion.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, I also heard some people say at the show today that a lot of companies out there, not here, by the way, not saying that, just in the cyber industry, it's kind of like, I'm going to go get some funding, I'm going to put a product out there, and if it works, that's great. If not, I got to buy a house and a yacht, and I'm all done. And I'm not saying it's fraud, but it's kind of like a lot of people start these companies and they vanish, and you go, what happened?
Yeah.
That's the confusion, because to your point, everybody's got a vertical solution. When I'm looking for a holistic solution as a buyer, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, look, everyone in the market to date, it's a God-given thing. Nobody wants to experience a breach.
Right.
Nobody wants that. And I think when you really do talk to a security professional from, being at the lower level, from an entry-level analyst all the way to the top to a C-level executive, what they're really trying to do is manage their risk, right? They want their employees to be out there, able to work, do things, and have some freedom, but also be protected and be able to really feel that way when they walk away from their laptop and spend time with their family or go on vacation or just go to sleep like a normal person.
So are the buyers not believing what people are telling them now? Are they getting a little skeptical as before? 10 years ago, wow, it's all magic, this stuff. I don't know anything about computers, you're a genius, I'm going to buy it. And now they're kind of learning?
I think it's a few things. I think the buyers are feeling a little bit of a squeeze. I think they're starting to feel like, man, 10 years ago, I was just spending, $10 for my antivirus. Now I'm spending a lot more for all of these other things. There's a new tool coming out every other year. There's some new VC funding coming out. Yeah. New things are changing left and right. And I think, now we're starting to see a little bit with the inflation and potential recession occurring that, budgets are starting to get a little bit tightened down. And in the security market, more than ever, companies are being asked to spend more money on security products. And it's really challenging for a security practitioner and leader.
Well, listen, this is the time we need it more than ever.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's crazy times. Everything's nuts so upside down in the world, so we need to spend more money or have better solutions. Tell me why I want to pick Red Canary.
Red Canary, at the end of the day, we fall into the category of managed detection and response. I would say we really don't like to be labeled too much, but that's definitely the industry we fall into. I would say Red Canary is a security ally. That's really what we are. Our focus is not to scare you and say, hey, it's a deep, dark, scary world, you're going to get hacked. We're the exact opposite. We're like, hey, we understand cybersecurity can be challenging. We're really here to help you out and be your ally and guide you. And just what's really cool is we have a product that we've given for free out into the open source network. It's called Atomic Red Team. We're the moderator.
That sounds pretty impressive.
It's on GitHub. Anybody can use it and add to it. We just moderate it, and we've given that out to the community for free, being a security ally. It's an open source pen testing tool. The product that keeps the lights on and allows us to do all the really great things that we're doing is our managed detection and response offering. What's really great about that is we're product agnostic. We capture in all types of things from email, network, identity, endpoint, you name it. Whatever's in your stack, we're taking in that data, we're making sense of it, we're identifying what's a threat, what's not a threat, and then we're giving the customer the ability where we can remediate it for them however they're choosing, right?
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
We can either guide them and educate them how to do it, we can automate the action for them, or heck, we'll even log in remotely and go our own hands-on keyboard and do the remediation for them. And at the very end of that, Chuck, we're going to provide them reporting. So they're going to know exactly what we did in their environment, how we responded to it, what we'd recommend for them to harden their security posture moving forward. Really falls around what I talked about, being a security ally and giving back to the community and helping the customers really feel like they're in a safe, stable state.
So I come up with a weird question. So here's the weird one for you, right?
Ask away.
So it used to be that, the average network had 125 security products on it, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff, right? What's the average now? And if I'm using Red Canary, am I going to have you and 5 more now? I mean, I'm lowering all that noise and, bling bling on the network that everybody solves one vertical thing, and you're holistic. You're solving everything at once.
So you're talking about people, right?
Yeah.
So Red Canary is not here to displace people.
No, not people. The software.
Oh, the software
There's
products.
all these software products in your network, and I'm thinking with you, I'm going to throw away half of them and just use Red Canary.
So great point there. We actually need you to use all those great tools. So all these great tools, all these great tools that you're using here are amazing. But the problem with them is many people don't have the ability to take them to an operational success.
Good point. It's too much data.
So what exactly? You have it coming through. I love to talk about EDR because that is just the problem child number one. It generates so much telemetry off the process and binaries, and I know I'm going a little deeper on that, but nobody can go through that on God's great earth. You need to create a tool set to go through that. Red Canary is not really designed for you to have less products or tool sets. We're taking all of the products that the company that they're choosing has decided to invest in.
Yeah.
We're taking those products, and we are the professional race car driver taking it and driving it to its
great way
operational
to say it.
performance.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a race car before?
I have not.
Okay, I had the lovely opportunity to be in a race car, and I actually did a quarter-mile test track. I think I'm a fast driver, by the way. Don't we all, right?
Yeah.
And I do the lap. They then have a professional race car driver get in the exact same vehicle as me on a quarter-mile lap. She smoked my time by about 10 seconds, which is a ton on a quarter mile.
Yeah.
That was a pro versus your average Joe.
And by the way, you're probably a pretty good driver, not just average, probably pretty good.
You know what? I actually just got back from a trip in Italy, and I rented a manual 4-cylinder Fiat and drove over 800 miles in 10 days. And the Italians drive fast, and I had to move and boogie around. So I was proud about that. Really what we're focused on is taking those products and taking them to the next level and really delivering results.
Yeah.
We want to see highs, criticals, mediums, lows. We want to see everything. We don't want to sweep anything under the rug. Some companies will tune the products back on their effectiveness, but that's taking away from the greatness of them.
Okay.
And we're saying, hey, you don't need to do that.
Interesting.
We can take that for you and help empower you. And then even from a people perspective, I know we're not really getting into that so much, but we're here to empower the people at your company.
Yeah.
A lot of them are overworked, they're stressed out.
Oh, terribly.
And we are here to provide them the ability to be successful and really look like the hero at their job.
So you're not an outsourced CISO, you're a force multiplier.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're not replacing anything. We are helping build and take them to the next level so that they really can leave. I see it time and time again that people are stressed out to go on vacation and walk away from their machine.
Oh, that's right. I hear that all the time.
All the time. And even their boss can say, it's totally fine, we got coverage. They just feel that in the back of their mind.
And when they're on vacation, they're working and they're pissing off the family.
And Red Canary, I hear it time and time again from the customers that we do have, that they really do feel like they can walk away from work and they're going to be in a stable state.
That's the place to be.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent,
hey,
my
great
friend.
meeting you, Chuck. I
You
enjoyed
too, buddy.
it.
Give us the website and how we get hold of you. Go ahead.
So you can see us at redcanary.com. We've been around since 2013. We love an opportunity to share our story with you, and we really appreciate the time and the question today, Chuck.
All right, beautiful. Back in a minute here at RVAsec 2022 and Security Guide TV. Thanks, my friend.
Cool, that was great.
Very good.
Enjoyed it.